to present a striking 3D ball illusion, where sweeping, ribbon-like bands and repeating rectangular blocks create depth, rotation, and a convincing sense of volume. The focus is the way orderly shapes and curved seams can feel dynamic, almost like the surface is being gently twisted. A wide, quiet field holds the composition until a large orb fills the center. Near the top of the sphere, several broad bands sweep inward and tighten into a small spiral, like a pinwheel, pulling the surface toward a single point. From that vortex, the bands unwind across the globe in layered arcs, alternating between open gaps and heavier solid segments that read as overlapping belts. Just below the upper curve, a run of evenly spaced rectangles rides along the contour, each block turning with the roundness, so the spacing compresses as it falls away. The middle of the sphere thickens with stacked ribbons, some narrowing, some widening, and several seams taper into sharp points where bands cross and slip behind one another. Toward the lower edge, the pattern gathers again into a smaller knot, echoing the top spiral before the final arcs complete the circular boundary. This subject is an abstract sphere built from a disciplined set of motifs: long curved stripes, tapered seams, and short rectangular blocks arranged in rhythmic rows. The outer edge reads as a single smooth globe, but the interior breaks into layered ribbons that overlap, diverge, and reconnect, implying a shell made of separate strips. Some ribbons are continuous and broad, while others thin into blade-like curves that slice through the surface and then disappear behind neighboring bands. Across the upper and lower thirds, the rectangular blocks sit inside select bands like inset panels, and the rows bend with the curvature of the orb. On the near side, the blocks read larger and evenly spaced, while toward the far side they compress and skew, and a few are truncated where a seam cuts through a row. Between the bands, elongated lens-shaped openings and narrow slivers create the impression of layered depth without relying on tiny texture. The volume comes from the choreography of wide arcs. Crossings establish foreground and background. A broad midbelt suggests an equator, and the two spiral convergence points imply torque, as if the whole form could be slowly spinning on its axis. Any exact real-world reference for the pattern is unknown, but the intent is to sell three-dimensional roundness through repetition and controlled distortion. The composition is bold and traditional in its simplicity, with one centered subject, generous margins, and a near-perfect circular boundary that stays readable from a distance. The strongest pull is at the top spiral, which sits slightly off-center and makes the surface feel like it is being wound and released in a single continuous motion. Line density is heaviest where the bands converge and overlap, but the midsection remains open enough that each ribbon can be followed cleanly around the globe. Its long, uninterrupted arcs, clean separations, and limited microfragments make it well suited for pen plotting, while the tight spiral and the small crossed knot near the lower edge demand extra precision to avoid crowding. Whether this pattern represents a specific manufactured object or is purely an optical study is unknown, and no text, markings, or scale cues appear to anchor it beyond the sphere itself.